بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ميم. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alhamdulillah, Allah is always so generous and merciful. Even in this difficult period of lockdown, we still have an opportunity. He has given us another day to live, guys, so you can still repent. You can ask for forgiveness, become a better Muslim, inshallah, and you have a chance to make dawah. You have a chance to spread love. You have a chance to change the misconceptions of people about Islam. You have such a huge treasure, even if the whole world is falling apart, if you've broken up, lost your job, there is still something to be grateful for. Just when you wake up, I think the most wonderful thing with Islam is we don't take anything for granted. We are not going to feel unhappy because we are grateful 24/7 about every little thing. Like the moment we wake up, we do a dua. The moment we eat, we make a dua. The moment we go to the washroom or bathroom, the moment we look at it in a mirror, when we change our clothes, when we step out of our house, we make duas to thank God, seeking His protection, because that's how much we love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I'm not going to cry because sometimes I feel so overwhelmed by my love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I just want to cry. But yeah, Allahu Akbar. What I was going to say, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was about to say. So yeah, I'm going to talk about a bit controversial topics. Hijab. What is hijab? Is hijab really important? First of all, this video is just about sharing my own opinions. It's not about stating facts. Who am I? I am just an ordinary, sinful human being. I'm not going to create discussions on or try to impose my opinion. It's just my thoughts. So there has been this ongoing debate about hijab. Is hijab important? Is hijab not important? And I see many times women who people will go to lengths to try to prove why, according to them, Islam is evil or hijab is oppressive. I don't understand. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. But why are you taking so much pain to try to disprove something? So just leave it alone. I know that there is a video which has a lot of views on YouTube. There is this woman wearing an orange blouse, a TED talk. It's a TED talk. I think it's called what the hijab means, something like that. The woman is talking in a very articulate way, but what she's trying to say is, like, in other words, if you don't want to wear hijab, you don't agree with the philosophy of it, that's fine, we respect it, it's your right, but you don't go about and trying to say that hijab is a bad thing, no one should wear hijab. I don't see what's your problem. You don't want to wear it, don't wear it. But some people actually feel happy and protected, and they just love the hijab, they love being modest. So it shouldn't be an issue. Why are you trying to impose? Who are you? You are not God, so don't try to impose your ideology on someone else. Even if I want to wear hijab, I won't be trying to impose my ideology on someone else. If you want to wear a bikini, then that's fine. Wear whatever you want to. If you are a good person, I will be treating you well, I will be liking you. But if you are a horrible person, even if you wear hijab, I won't be talking to you. Having said that, yeah, I really, to be very honest, guys, I don't think that the hijab is the most important thing in a woman. First of all, let's remember that our 5 main pillars of Islam, we know very well what these are. The hijab is not even part of the 5 pillars. We have Hajj, we have Salat, we have fasting, we have Zakat, we have Hajj, and we have Iman. So the hijab, you might be fulfilling all these 5 parts without wearing hijab. On the other hand, you might be wearing perfect hijab but not accomplishing 2, 3, 4, or 1 of these pillars. Now Allah will judge what is right, what is wrong. But I do think that hijab is a part of modesty. It's not totally modesty. And I know many women, many girls who don't wear hijab but who are way more modest than I used to be when I was wearing hijab with lots of makeup, tight clothes and all. Yeah, I love to criticize myself because I'm done being a hypocrite and being a fake fraud It's time for us to see ourselves, look into ourselves first, and not judge others. May Allah forgive me. I have also been very harsh and judgmental towards others, which is why I feel so humbled today and ashamed. So yeah, like I was telling you, at one point in my own life, I was a teenager going to high school, and I used to not wear makeup, but I used to be I was not wearing hijab, but I was not wearing makeup also. I was very simple, I never wore blouses that were short. I always covered my certain body parts of mine, very respectful. And when I walked, I would look down. I would never look in the eyes of random men, for example. So I had just to tell you, it's not to flaunt, it's not to boast, but just to tell you that even if I was not wearing hijab, I was modest. On the other hand, when I started wearing hijab, even if I was wearing hijab looking very modest, but that did not prevent me from being tempted from the opposite sex, or perhaps being involved in some haram kind of flirtings or whatever it is. So that is something that was wrong with me. So just to tell you, you can be preserving, you can be having modesty without wearing hijab. It depends on your behavior, on your attitude, your body language, your eye contact. It depends on many, many things. Having said that, I do feel like I strongly recommend a young girl to wear the hijab, because you don't feel the same at a certain age. Okay, when you're a teenager, you're very young, you don't understand what's happening, you don't really are aware of how people perceive you. But when you reach a certain age, you start to feel a certain way about your body, and the journey is very, very intense and rich. But like, more and more you feel like you want to be perceived as a Muslim woman. You feel proud and happy and beautiful to be perceived as a Muslim woman. You want to go out and someone says you salam without even knowing you. You want to see that connection that the Muslim fraternity has, brotherhood, sisterhood. You want your child one day to be proud of her mother, that my mother is a good example of a pious woman. Like, I want to emulate her. I'm not ashamed. I look up to my mother. So many things to be said about the hijab, and I think the real problem today is not really with the hijab, but more with the makeup, with the abuse being done with makeup. And when I say that, unfortunately, I am also a slave of makeup. Let me be very honest with you. What has happened lately is I have had a few friends, conversations with some people who told me that there was someone who looked at my photo, and he told me that you are very beautiful, but you look even more beautiful without the makeup. That's when I really realized, like, why am I even wearing so much makeup anyways? And since then, I can tell you guys, I promise you, I don't like seeing myself with all that makeup. It's not me. It's not me. I don't even remember what I look like, my real, like, I've been looking at some pictures on Instagram, and I see people, girls, doing their lipstick and increasing the outline of their lips artificially to make it seem like they have bigger lips. So I don't understand why we hate ourselves so much. Why are we so insecure? It makes me emotional, because to love yourself, if you truly love yourself, you won't feel the need to hide behind a mask of artificial products. Trust me, you are already very beautiful. You don't need that. Stop allowing this cosmetic industry to enslave you and make you feel like you have to correct your features. Okay, a little bit of makeup sometimes, it's fine, but not, we are just failing to appreciate what God gave us naturally, and I think that's really unfortunate. So even till date, like, you see the problem, I don't think the problem comes with wearing hijab or not wearing hijab, but if you are wearing all that makeup, I don't think it's compatible with the very idea of modesty or chastity or simplicity. And another thing which I would like to add, I've always viewed it as something very ironical. The problem is not that you wear makeup. Allah did not tell you to not wear makeup. Actually, you have to embellish yourself when you are in your house with your husband. You can go out, wear those seductive clothes. That's what is amazing with Islam. They are not telling you you can't look happy, you can't look seductive,
You can't look beautiful, you can do that, but not for the outside world, because the outside world is not your husband, they are not your immediate family. I see many women who on social media or when they go out, they look like Barbie dolls, they look like supermodels, mashallah. But when they are at home, you've never seen them so neglected. I am not married, but when I'm at home, I often like to dress up very nicely. Mashallah, I wear my jewelry, I wear my earrings, I wear my lipstick. Yeah, I do. I don't think there is anything wrong with beautifying yourself, not for the world, but for yourself. That is what it means to do something for yourself. All these girls who say that, I'm not wearing makeup for anyone, I'm wearing it for myself. But to do it for yourself, it means that you have to do it when there is no one to see you at home and not just for social media. So many times my niece will tell me, she's very small, 2 years old. She will tell me when she sees me all dressed up, she tells me, where are you going? And yeah, it's a kind of joke. But yeah, I don't think it's wrong to embellish yourself, but ask yourself honestly, why are you doing that? Who do you want to impress? Who do you want to seduce? And do you think that by doing that you will gain something? Just ask yourself that. I think you will get all the answers you need because you're already very intelligent. Subhanallah.